tolerant tale of authenticity.
Once upon a time, there was a family called the Tills. There was the father, hostile, the mother, volatile, the daughter, gentle, and the littlest one, little. And they lived together in the city of Scarcity.
Scarcity ain't much, but it's home.
Now, Scarcity was surrounded by a very large fence that let nothing into the city and nothing out of it.
Yeah, I'm defense. You got a problem with that?
Scarcity was not a great place to live because all of the people who lived there were
Scared.
Very scared.
But everyone in Scarcity seemed okay with being scared. They had lived there so long that they didn't know anything different. And they were too scared to ponder anything different. Well, except Jen. Now, that girl loved to ponder.
Something doesn't add up. Something is missing. Something is missing.
Something is missing?
Well, if something's missing, don't look at me.
Maybe this is how life is supposed to be?
It's how life was in Scarcity. Everything in Scarcity was either black or white, because they were afraid if they used all of the other colors, they would run out. And every meal was always the same gray mush.
Because gray mush is better than nothing.
And everyone in Scarcity got their news from Defense.
Oh, no.
What now?
It's not good. It's that other city.
The city that kills cats?
Yes, Curiosity is at it again. This time, it looks like they're building a whole new nation.
A whole new nation?
What's it called?
Imagination.
Imagination? I can't imagine.
No.
It didn't sound good.
This doesn't sound good.
Well, it's not good. Who knows where this could lead?
What is it?
No siree. No one has any intention of going anywhere. But in the meantime, what should we do?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Be safe and sit tight as long as you maintain defense.
Right. We have defense. We're not stupid here, Guy. We know which side of our butter is breaded on.
As long as they stayed still, everything would be okay. It's really all they could ask for, right? To be okay?
Okay.
Come on, let's get to work maintaining defense.
I'll get the cement.
We don't use cement.
Don't you know anything?
We use judgment, mistreatment.
Disagreement, resentment.
How about a little harassment?
Bring it on. Look out now, just beware. Something strange is over there. Dreams will only bring nightmares. The poor cats pay the price. Let scarcity suffice.
'Cause
scarcity is nice.
Do not look to different places. They are filled with different faces. Stay away from other races. Races can't be won.
Races can't be won.
The folks of Scarcity knew one thing and one thing only.
Curiosity only leads to trouble.
Plus it kills cats.
So they all went on playing it safe in Scarcity. Day in and day out, nobody wondered, nobody wandered, and nobody pondered. Well, no one except Jen. She continued to dream of different faces in distant places, and she dreamed of oneness. She wasn't sure why she was having these dreams.
Something doesn't make sense.
But it was just something that was inside of her. So she allowed herself to ponder, even though pondering was strictly forbidden. After a while, pondering only made her want to wonder and question.
Seriously, something does not make any sense.
But she was always answered in the same way.
I'm afraid we don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
It was so frustrating that one day Gentle decided to take a look around for herself and see if she could find her own answers. So she started walking. And she walked and she walked until she got to the very edge of Scarcity. And there she found herself face to face with defense.
Excuse me, where do you think you're going, little lady?
I'm just looking around, trying to make sense.
There is nothing to see here.
I know there is nothing to see here, but I just can't help but wonder.
Wonder? If you wonder, you may wonder. That can only make you ponder.
Sure would like to go out yonder, out beyond defense.
Kid, you don't make sense.
Looking high, looking low.
Look for what?
I don't know where imagination grows in curiosity. That's what I long to see.
They'll kill you out there, kid. Remember what happened to the cats?
'Cause I've always had this thought, and it's nothing I've been taught.
No, all this talk will be for naught. I cannot let you free in curiosity.
I've a feeling I could choose.
If you're wrong, we all could lose.
I'm so tired of that news.
It's how it has to be.
I think I need to see. I think I'm going to see. I will go to distant places and I'll see these different faces. Learn about the other races. Live authentically. That's what I want to be.
And the moment Jen made up her mind to see for herself, things started to change. In fact, in the middle of Gentle's song, Defense put down his guard.
Whoa!
All of a sudden, Gentle was on the other side of Defense. And boy, things look
Different.
Oh, no, you didn't. See, I put my guard down for 1 second and shift happens.
And do you know what she saw?
What?
Are you a little bit curious?
Yes.
Because Jen was curious too.
Am I in curiosity?
No.
Then I must be in imagination.
No.
Well then, where am I?
Oh, don't worry, child. You are looking at a mirror. I'm so glad you all got that, child. And you're seeing diversity. Yes.
Gosh, diversity is beautiful.
Why, thank you. But that's not the half of it. Diversity goes on to infinity.
That's far out.
Literally, child.
It was amazing. There were all people of all different colors and shapes. Some were dancing, and some were playing, and some were reading, and some were working. And believe it or not, there were even cats. Yes, real life cats. Curiosity had not
they like cats.
In diversity, everyone was happy doing their own thing. And for a moment, it almost seemed too much for Jen. She did get a little bit scared, and she almost wanted to run back to Scarcity. But then she heard the music.
What's that noise?
Well, that's music.
Surely that can't be music. I mean, that's not any music I've ever heard before.
Well, there are all different kinds of music. That's called harmony.
The townspeople had begun to sing. Each of them a little bit of a different tune, but all together. And it was unlike anything Jenna had ever imagined.
That was amazing. Good, but amazing.
And then she noticed an amazing smell.
What's that smell?
Well, that's food. Would you like some?
Surely that can't be food. I mean, it's not any food I've ever seen before.
But the folks of diversity just nodded and smiled at her. Gentle ate a bit. She shook her head, and then she shouted out,
That's good! Different but good!
and the day went on this way as Jen devoured all of the new taste and smell and forms of dance and dress, and by the end of the day, she had a big bag full of gifts from the people of diversity.
I need to go home. I need to tell my folks what they were missing.
So they all said their goodbyes, and Jen went on her way. It was a little bit hard to go back to Scarcity with everything that she had learned, but she went gently, and she managed. She arrived back in the city of Scarcity just in time for the evening meal of Grey Mush.
Ken, where have you been?
And what is all this?
These are gifts I wanted to share with you.
Share?
That's not really something we do around here, Missy.
But here's a colorful cloth for our table, and spices for our food,
Wait.
and music we've never heard before.
Hold it.
We don't
I'm not
know
sure
if we can tolerate
this stuff.
It's nothing to be afraid of.
And she smiled gently, just as the people of diversity had taught her. And so volatile and hostile softened a little bit. And they put down their guard and they took the gifts.
Well, look at that. This stuff is good.
Different, but good.
Very good. And there's more.
What? More?
Yes, infinitely more. If we take down defense, we can have more, not less.
I'm not sure we can tolerate this.
But it's nothing to be afraid of. It may be hard for it to make sense in Scarcity, but you'll just have to trust me.
See, I knew this was going to happen.
Dismantled defense, and they joined with diversity. They soon realized that their city's name just no longer fit. They needed to find a new name, so they sat down and they thought. And they thought. Until the littlest one shouted out,
How about authenticity?
on one thing. Authenticity just felt right.
In a town of tolerance, you don't need to build defense. Being gentle just makes sense. It's what will set you free to live authentically. In a town of tolerance, you don't need to build defense. Being gentle just makes sense. It's what will set you free to live authentically. In a town of tolerance, you don't need to build defense. Being gentle just makes sense. It's what will set you free